Hello and welcome to the World News. I am Medhavi. Now here you will be able to see that Europe can die. This line is echoing all over the world. BBC, Hindustan Times, CNN, everyone has covered this news. Because no geopolitical analyst, no reporter has said this. French President Emmanuel Macron tells the whole of Europe that the way things are going, there is a possibility that Europe may die in the future. Now the question is here. This means that France, by the way, is a very powerful country. You will find France the only member of the European Union in the United Nations Security Council. Apart from that, France has its own nuclear weapons. If we talk about the overall global GDP, so France's spot comes 7th in nominal GDP, then Emmanuel Macron, the president of a very important country, is openly saying that as the situation is going on, Europe may die. Now the question that comes here is, why did Emmanuel Macron say this? I mean, when we hear about Europe, what comes to mind are beautiful cities, well-planned cities, beautiful locations. Literally thousands of immigrants, they are waiting for the visa to Europe so that they can get a chance to study in Europe. Go get a chance to work in Europe because the salary is higher here. In developed countries, a person can earn 2,000 to 4,000 euro per month. Apart from that, pollution is also less, tourism. Many thousands and lakhs of Indians go to Europe for this. That Europe, where you will find powerful countries like France, Germany, Italy, Poland. You can also say that it is a very strong country. And in the intoxication of power, an official of the European Union said a few years ago, I remember, I never forget these things. An official of the European Union had said that the world is a forest, but Europe is a garden. Now, however, after this statement, many countries around the world, including India, Africa, China, many countries told Europe that this garden you have built has been built by looting the world, by killing many people. And eventually European officials had to apologize for this statement. But what is strange is that now the president of a very powerful country in Europe is openly saying that now this garden is in danger, this entire garden can die. Now the question here is that why did Emmanuel Macron say this? Look what Emmanuel Macron is saying today. The American media has been writing about it since 2011. I remember around 2011, 2010, I used to read articles in Washington Post and New York Times. There it was written that Europe now it is not so important. Look, the problem for Europe is that there is not much economic activity here because the population is falling rapidly. As you know, the fertility rate in Europe is very low and the population is not enough to maintain it. For this, they are inviting people from outside so that their population can be maintained at some basic level. Otherwise, let me tell you that there will be a massive population collapse in the whole of Europe. Apart from that, as Emmanuel Macron has said, that this is the most perfect time for Europe. When they used to purchase energy from Russia, purchase fertilizers from Russia, whatever production they had to do manufacturing, which Europeans did not want to do cheap work because they mostly had good salaries, running into millions of euros per month. They used to earn money by doing light manufacturing jobs, they outsourced them to China, and apart from that, USA used to take complete responsibility for the security of Europe. This golden era is now coming to an end, because like you people, we know that the oil and natural gas which used to go to Europe from Russia is no longer going to Europe. Europe is now forced to purchase expensive oil and natural gas. The full security guarantee from the USA, that there is no need for tension, we will protect you all under NATO, is also in danger now. USA is also now saying that we alone will not be able to save you. You also keep increasing your defense budget. And look at Europe, the US will most probably leave in the coming time. The United States stepping back from Europe is a matter of when, not whether. Many geopolitical analysts of USA say this every month. It is being said continuously in their reports that very soon you will see that there will be a big shift in the policy of USA. US will start focusing completely on Indo-Pacific, where the major game of the coming 50 years is the geopolitical game that will be played, because look at the wealth that Europe has, it is gradually decreasing. The population here is decreasing, which is the geopolitical importance of Europe. This too is gradually decreasing, and now the leaders of Europe themselves are saying that our Europe may die. When they say that Europe can die, it is not that any zombie or apocalypse will come, everyone will die, nothing like that is going to happen. The meaning of dying is that the fun life is being spent here. There is no need for salaries and any hard work, everything is clear, everything is organized. Most probably this will end in the coming time. And I will say here that whatever is going to happen, it is not that there is a revolution from today. We had never seen this before, if you look at most of the centuries in history. So the situation there was that India and China were dominating. You can add Japan to this. Even today when you see the list of nominal GDP which countries are dominating, very soon you will see, we know that if India overtakes Japan and Germany, then only 2 countries from Asia will be in the top 2 in terms of nominal GDP. And very soon China will also overtake USA. And after that there is a possibility that the remaining European countries will continue to fall further in terms of nominal GDP, and the remaining Asian countries will gradually emerge and take their place. This is bound to happen. Now the question comes here is, what solution does Emmanuel Macron have? He told us about the problem, and honestly Emmanuel Macron did not say anything strange. He is just the president of France, so you can almost say it sounds quite shocking, but many geopolitical analysts around the world have been saying this for many years, where that Europe will no longer be so important in the future. So look, the most important thing for Europe right now is to strengthen its defenses. The Russian bear is continuously getting stronger, and the sanctions on Russia have not shown any impact on the Russian economy for now. According to the IMF, Russia is going to beat all the advanced economies and show a GDP growth rate of more than 3%. So at such a time, Macron says that the most important thing is that the dependence on USA in terms of defense has to be ended. Europe itself has to end it. They will have to build their own military, a European military. Now how will they build a European military? It is obvious that they will have to increase taxes on their citizens, and at the same time they are also saying that, look, we have kept our economy very open to the world. Any country comes to our country and sells its goods to our European Union, we will have to adopt protection system, which means what people in India are talking about, be Indian by Indian, self-reliant India. You will see the same type of policy. Europe should also adopt it. Vladimir Putin has already praised Make in India. You will see that very soon these people will raise Make in Europe type slogans. And how much will its impact be on the world? This has to be seen, because there is a possibility that India may benefit a lot among all, because a free trade agreement is being discussed between India and the European Union. If it is signed, then India will be one of the limited countries which will get a free trade agreement. You will get direct access to the huge market of Europe. So is Europe genuinely going to die? If these people did not do anything, then yes, of course this headline could be true. Europe could die. And finally here I will ask you an MCQ. The question here is, what is the population of European Union? I am not talking about Europe, I am talking about European Union. So what is the population of European Union? This is your option here: 10 crore, 45 crore, 100 crore, or 25 crore. Write the answer in the comment section. I will give heart to the comment of those who give the correct answer so that others can understand what is the correct answer. And finally, this was the end of the video with this note. Thank you for listening, and as always, may the gods watch over you.